there. Volcano today is divided into two parts. Right part is Mount Roma, left side is Vesuvius. But 2000 years ago it was 150 times bigger than today. Fun fact, Pompeians, they didn't know that was a volcano. They thought that was a mountain. Everything changed in 79 AD during the eruption. Obviously, to understand through that to survive, we need to know amount of population. That was more or less 20 total ancient Pompeians. They were sailors that came here from other places, and obviously they weren't calculated in the local population. Servants and slaves, they were just like an object. So, in 79, 24 October, when the first earthquake comes from that mountain tower, Pompeians realized that was a volcano, but not a mountain. What happened? 70% of population, middle class, leave their goods and obviously start to run away. But actually that was one of their mistakes, because we are inside the walls, kind of trapped. We have a just straight gate in opposite direction. So think about house and finding that was created right here. People trying to run away, they kill each other, they stamp at each other. High class starts to reflect because they understood that go outside of their house was dangerous. They were afraid to leave their goods. Last problem, we could have some enemy. Enemy could be in politics or in business. So that's gonna be the perfect time to kill us. Obviously no one sucks to know about that. So what they decide to stay close in their house and wait that situation will become. What happened? From 12 am next to 3 pm, Vesuvius exploded. The explosion was struck like an 8 atomic bombs. So everything that we don't see nowadays blows up, and obviously the biggest part of material start to fall on the city. Pompeians seeing that, obviously they decided to stay close in their house, because at that point that was unique safety place. Why they died? They could imagine window, brick here, smoke and gas, so people died suffocated. That was the reason, but not the main one. The main one was about the temperature that get up here next to 350 degrees Celsius. At that temperature you do 3-4 breaths and you burn your lungs. That was the main reason why the biggest population died in Pompei. How we know all that information? Thanks to the Pliny Older. At the moment of eruption, he was close to the island Procida. He saw everything from far, and the first thing that he decided to document it. But at the same time, he came close to Pompei, bring a person who were run away, and get them in a safety place. Unfortunately, one of his diplomat was really lucky, because he came too close to Vesuvius, so he had a segment like ancient Pompeians. Fortunately for us, he will be able to pass all information for his nephew, Pliny Younger, and obviously he explained what happened 2000 years ago. Even if he confused our idea, because the date that he indicated was 24 August. We changed them in the last 7-8 years thanks to the new digging. We find a domus, house of the high class, when the owner wrote at the walls that he bought different wood at October 79. Something more important, we find coins where was illustrated Tito. Tito starts to rule it in the Roman Empire just at October, so we immediately changed. Today we use many different names. Today we call that street of Augustana, because we are close to the two temples dedicated to August. But ancient Pompeians, they used just two names, Carpio and Decumana. They went from north to south, from east to ovest. That's gonna be Decumana, it's gonna be Carpio, because Vesuvius is overlooked next to the north, so we could be sure. The biggest, actually all three in Pompei, they were divided in 3 parts. On the both sides we have a 2 pedestrian area, at the middle we have a road for the wagons. And that was also ancient silver. Pompeians do they need next to amphora, everything was through right here at the middle. To cross from one side next to other and not get dirty in all that amazing goods, Pompeians invite stepping stone. In such a way obviously we could cross and stay clean. The biggest part of buildings in Pompei, they have that step doors at the beginning by that track. How we use them? They were used for folding door that open and close that buildings quickly. Why? Because that was a shop, first floor. Or we have to imagine everywhere right now the second floor. Actually on the walls you could observe a hole for the wooden beams that supported them. Second floors was a house of the middle class. So, house and shop. In Italy we say casa and bottega. One particular thing that we could attach in our step doors, someone made them by basalt, volcanic material, not really expensive one, and someone made them by marble, almost really expensive material. So what that will explain to us? There was just